lower out of the bunker?
Yeah, it's a low shot, I'd say. I mean, very similar struggles to chipping for me.
Okay.
When I don't have much green to work with, it's hard for me to stop the ball.
Okay, all right. Well, I can kind of see a couple things with your setup. You're setting up to it just very squarely, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But if you want a high lofted shot that's going to be spinning and landing softer, we're going to need you to open up the stance, open up the face, increase the loft. And then as far as your mechanics, it looks pretty good, honestly. It's just we need to get you set up in the right position to create the shot. Okay. So here, let me step in and create a little diagram for you. So here's your square stance. We're just going to be moving this left foot back, maybe move the ball a little bit further forward in the stance. So drawing a line here. Target line this way. And so we're going to align the club face slightly right of our target line. And then we're going to swing along our foot line this way. Okay. Same mechanics, nothing changing. Entering the sand in about the same position as before. Okay. Just altering the setup. There you go, nice and low. Wonderful. And another way that you can kind of mess with, it looks like you've got quite a bit of, we're just going to need to look at your approach. Okay. So, you've been missing them left, it would make sense that if you line up the ball left, you're going to hit it over there, especially with your stroke. You really don't have many compensations, but if you continue to aim left, you're going to start making compensations to hit the ball towards the hole, and you'll start hitting pushes. So just be a little more conscious of lining it up properly. Let's have an 8 here. So what I'm going to do, just to give you a reference, is just have this help you right here. Give you an idea of where it is. Try what eye dominance are you?
Left eye.
Left eye? You could even close your right eye whenever you're lining up. Maybe that'll help. Maybe there's some interference with one eye or another. Okay. It looks much better. And that putt just doesn't want to break. Okay, so let's get that line. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing, Kyle, you said you were aligned at the basket there. You're actually aligned well left. So let's go ahead and get you an alignment aid here. It's kind of the same issue that you had with your putting, where I think it's probably an eye dominance thing. If you have left eye dominance, it's going to be much easier to start aiming left just because you feel more open to the target, and it looks like you're more direct with your left eye. I mean, I can get into the angles and how that works since we're on a more of a diagonal plane looking sideways, which is kind of abnormal. There's a lot of weird things that can happen with the eyes, but typically right eye dominance, you might tend to aim a little further to the right, and left eye dominance, you tend to start opening up the body a little more. So let's just throw down an alignment aid here for you. And so that's the first thing I noticed. Pre-swing. So just try to align yourself with that rod there. Alright, yeah. Much better there, the alignment. So that's all I saw with the pre-swing. Now the in-swing, you have kind of a tendency to move off the ball laterally, which means sideways, off to the right. Yeah. So I think that's probably, apart from the alignment, that's probably your biggest issue with the consistency as far as the strike and the ball flight. So if I move off the ball, I have to move back into it. So that's just another variable that we have to weigh in the golf swing. So I'd like you to feel like you're staying a little more centered and a little bit more over your both feet rather than moving off into the right foot.
Okay.
It's not extreme, but
Okay.
there is, you know, a little bit of excessive
Okay.
lateral movement. So just hit a couple